Alright, I would like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone, who I learned the truth from, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth, waiting on the return of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to deliver us out of this last captivity. I'm going to title this, Act Like You Care, because, this dawned on me, before, in the morning before I was on my way to the plantation to go to my job and work, that when we go out into this world, I'm really directing this to younger brothers just coming into the truth, because it's a thing you got to learn that we're still in America, we're still in captivity. So you know that you're a Hebrew Israelite, you know your nationality, you know the truth, you know that America's going to be destroyed, you know that the so-called white man is the devil. But you still have to live amongst Esau, and you still have to live amongst these other nations, okay? Now, with that being said, you don't want to make your your stay here in captivity harder than it has to be, because it's already hard. The Most High Yahweh is putting us through trials. He's putting us through the fire on a lighter level right now already. So you don't want to make your plight harder than it has to be. Let me get a quick precept for that real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7. I'm gonna start at verse 16. I'm gonna read verse 16. Be not overly righteous, and do not make yourself too wise. Why should you destroy yourself? Okay. Now, and part of that is you can apply that to these holidays, because we all have family members, we all have friends, and it's a way to go about things. That's what I'm titling this video, Act Like You Care, because you may have a friend or a family member that you dearly loved in the world, or they dearly loved you, or still do love you, and you still love them, and they want to treat you, to go out with them sometimes, or spend time with them, or you may not be able to because you got to focus on the truth. It's a way to go about things, it's a way to explain to them that this truth means a lot to you. You still love them, you still care about them, but you got to do the Lord's work first. Now I'm saying that because first coming into the truth, you have that fire in you, so you just want to be like, no man, look man, you wicked. You're celebrating this holiday, you're celebrating that holiday. The Lord is gonna kill you. Like, you can't. And this really applies to brothers with parents. Younger brothers and their parents. Like, you don't just go cursing out your parents, man. You don't just go cursing out the people that raised you your whole life, because one of the main commandments is honor thy father and thy mother. Those people raised you, man, brought you up, made sacrifices for you. Even though the Lord had them do that, you're still supposed to honor them. You don't just go cussing them out because they don't agree with what you believe in, man. Those are still your parents. You're destroying yourself, man. You're making your plight way harder than it has to be. It's a way that, that's why I say act like you care, because, you really don't care about it. You don't care about these holidays. You don't care about these worldly traditions, and neither should you. But act like you care, to make your plight and your journey in captivity, a little more bearable, if that makes any sense to brothers, like when you go out on these, when you go to your job and you dealing with working around these other nations and these Edomites, man, that it can vex the hell out of you, because that the so-called white man is the damn devil, and these other nations are supposed to be under your foot. That'll bug you the fuck out. Me personally, I work in a job that requires customer service. And if anybody knows anything about customer service, is that they tell you the customer's always right. So you have to appease the customer, no matter what nation they're from. So you can have a guy come up to you, or a woman, and they just start talking to you about their life or asking you how your day is. And this is just the reality of the situation. And you have to really carry on a conversation with them, know how to carry on a conversation, because if you don't, they'll be like, you have bad customer service. You just brush this person off. So that's why I say you have to act like you care. You have to act like you care. If I may, let me get another scripture real fast. This is Romans This is Romans, the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 18. And this is Paul speaking. If it be possible, as much life in you, live peaceably with all men. Now, there's some key words in here. Now, this is really applied to, your brothers, the Israelites, but it applies to these other nations also. He said, if it be possible, as much life in you, So we have, but the Lord is, not going to give you nothing you can't bear if you're His servant. You're serving Him, if you're part of His elect, And He's going to give you the strength. If you pray, He's going to give you the strength and the faith to endure these days here in captivity in America, which is Babylon. He's going to help you get through it. But you got to have faith. So you got to act like you can, man, because the scripture says, live peaceably with all men. Because if you go and just start cursing everybody out, what do you think that will bring upon you? Would you walk into your job, wherever you may work, and just say, if your boss is an Edomite, would you just say, hey, man, you're going into slavery. I don't care about this damn job. Fuck you. You won't have a damn job, man. Or if you go cussing out your coworker do something to piss you off, and he may be a goop, you know what I'm saying? You be like, you fucking Moabite, you going into slavery, you this, that, he go to the boss and report you, man. Be like, man, this dude is a terrorist, this dude is, he's verbally assaulting me, Then you got you in all types of hell. Now you catching all type of hell, because you're destroying yourself because you're not listening to the scriptures. A lot of times, guys want to call on the name of the Lord, but you got to understand Yahweh Shah is the word. The scriptures say Yahweh Shah is the word. He is the word. And what's in that word is Yahweh Shah. So the scriptures say to do something, that's what you do. That's how Yahweh Shah is answering you, through the scriptures. You don't disobey the scriptures and then try to call on the Lord. He told you how to maneuver out through these throughout this world. Just like the scripture says, agree with thy adversary quickly. You get pulled over by the cops, or you get in a dispute with somebody, and Esau's, centurions get involved, his police officers get involved, or whatever it may be, his higher officials. You agree with them quickly, man. You accept the law, It's like the Lord said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto the Lord what is the Lord's. Because why? They were in Roman captivity when Yahweh came the first time, And they asked him, they was like, are you going to now restore the kingdom to Israel? It wasn't the time yet. So you still in the captivity, so you still got to render unto Caesar what is Caesar, You still got to render unto Caesar what's under Caesar, man. If I may, just, I'm going to stay in Paul, and I'm going to try to find this other scripture real quick. I'm going through the spirit, so bear with me, brothers. Because this is very key, man, with living in captivity. Here it is. This is Romans chapter 13. This is Paul speaking again, and it says, Paul gave a lot of wisdom, man. It says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. So he put these Edomites over us. He put these other nations over us. So you going against them is going against the Most High. Continue reading. It says, whoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive themselves damnation. There you go, man. You're going to receive unto yourself damnation. You're going to destroy yourself because you're resisting the order that the Most High set up. The scriptures tell you that He set up the basest men to be over us. So when you work for or around these other nations, you have to act like you care. When you're around your family and friends that you had in the world, that's very close to you, you have to act like you care, because you may have a friend that be like, you know what, you may have said something real disrespectful to him, and he's ready to fight you, or whatever the case may be, man. I'm just trying to keep it as real as possible, or he may, try to kill you, or whatever, man, because you acting all high and mighty, and you talking all down on them and stuff, you don't know what type of, in the world, man, people in the world have a totally different mindset than us that's in this truth, man. They succumb to a lot of demons, We steady fight our demons, but they are overcome by their demons. So you don't know what somebody will do to you in the world, man, because of how you treat them, man. You have to be subject to the higher powers, and you have to you know, be under the ordinance that the Most High set up. You know, you can't resist the ordinance that the Most High set up, man. You know. Now, I'm going to get this other scripture real quick. You know. Just bear with me real fast. It's a lot. Hold on one second. You know, because this is another key scripture the Lord gave us, which, you know, like I said, the Lord is the Word, so you got to listen to the Word, man. You know, a lot of times we want to pray to the Most High, but we don't just want to listen to Him, man. He already gave us the blueprint. He already gave us the guidance, the comfort. He gave us the scriptures, you know. And that's what we got to listen to. I'm going to go to Matthew, the book of Matthew, you know, and I'm going to start at chapter 10, and I'm going to go down, I believe it's chapter 10. Yeah, it's chapter 10, and I'm going to go down to verse 16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." You know, we go out in this world, and we're amongst worldly people, you know. We're amongst worldly people. It reads on to say, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." You know, and I'm going to end it with that scripture, but just to expound on that, you know, be wise as serpents like the Lord was. Deal with these people accordingly. You know who you work around. You know who your family members are. You know who your friends are. You know them better than they know themselves, man. You know, because you have the truth, you know. So you should know how to deal with them. Act like you care, man. You know, just act like you care when they're talking to you about their, you know, their life or their problems. Act like you care, you know, and then you just move on with your day. You know, they may want to just talk to you about something or just see how you doing. Just act like you care for the moment and move on with your day, man. You know, and still put the work first. You know, don't just disregard everybody. You know, because you still got to live in this society, man. And the quicker you realize that, you know, the easier your plight will be. You know, it's not easy at all being in captivity knowing the truth, but you can make it more bearable, man, you know, by listening to the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It says, "Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves," you know, period. Harmless as doves, man, and that's how we got to act, man. We got to wait on the Lord to redeem us and avenge our blood that has been shed here in Babylon, America, you know. And with that, man, I hope the elect was edified wherever they are and whoever this was meant to reach. But, yeah, man, just act like you care. You know, I didn't want to make this too long, you know. I hope it helped whoever sees this. And with that, man, we're almost out of here. You know, judgment is happening. Prophecy is happening. You know, keep the Lord first. Stay in order. Stay humble. Stay listening to your elders, you know, and keep pushing, man. With that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua. I want us to the elder